It was really important for me for my family to all be on board with my decision. It is something I wanted to do, and I think if you want to do something, you know, and you have a passion to do something, then you will do it no matter what. But it was important for me to find out what other people's opinions were, close family. But luckily my husband and my parents were really supportive of my decision. So it was important to me, but I think I probably would have egg donated anyway. But it was nice to have everyone on board.
I did discuss it with him, but at the end of the day, it's my body, it's my decision. So I think you've got to have a good partner as well. At the end of the day, he knows who I am, and if I've made a decision, there's no going back on it. So he's just kind of accepted it, and obviously he'll help again this time with taking me to the clinic and back again on the day of egg retrieval, and he'll do everything I need him to do. So
I discussed doing egg donation with my partner because we were both discussing doing egg and sperm donation once we'd finished our families, which we both did. So I donated eggs and he donated sperm, and we will continue to do so for a little while, I would have thought, before we stop doing that. So we were both happy with that because it was something that we both really wanted to do.
my children are 2. I do have twins, so it's not a conversation that I've obviously had, but it is a conversation I will have when they're a bit older. I think it's a fair thing to do because it's another aspect you've got to think of is what happens if, I don't know, my son comes home with a new girlfriend or boyfriend, you know, and then I'm looking at that person thinking, God, you look very similar. There could be a chance you could be related. You know, you've got to have that kind of common sense to be honest to your kids and say, look, your mum has done egg donation, so there is a possibility that you may have half genetic, I won't say siblings, because to me they're not your brother and sister. I've signed all my rights, so they're not. But you do share half of your genetics with somebody else out there.
I have told other people. 99% of people have been brilliant. They've been so supportive. There has been the 1% saying, I don't know how you can do that. All my close family, friends, husband have been really supportive. Yeah, it was nice kind of educating them as to how things were done.
Then it got to my friends and it was a bit of a mixed review, and I just think that's down to a lack of education around it, really. There's not a lot of information if you don't go looking for it. So some of my friends had said, oh, you're giving your children away, how are you doing this? And I tried to explain to them as much as I could in like layman's terms, because it was very, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, you know, heaven forbid, you can't have your own children, what are you going to do? So there was real concern there. And then some of my friends thought it was fantastic, and where do I sign up?
As regarding sharing my experiences with egg donation with others outside of like immediate family, I have actually done quite a lot. So especially we're doing it again this time and knowing a bit more of what I'm going into. I've actually, every time I've gone to the clinic or I've started the injections and stuff like that, I've actually broadcasted it on social media. So to kind of just to basically open that dialogue up. Because I think too many people think, oh, even if they're just having IVF treatment, it's a bit of like a taboo and almost to be ashamed of because you can't conceive naturally. And I don't think it is. I think it's a time to rejoice how like amazing science has advanced and can help. It might not always work, but it can help.